1.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Guggenheim Museum in exciting New York City. This is truly one of the most beautiful buildings in the city. Before we start the tour, are there any questions?
Yes. When was the museum built?
Well, the building was designed in the 1940s, and it was completed in 1959. So, 1959 is the answer, I guess.
It's an amazing design. Who designed it?
It was designed by an architect named Frank Lloyd Wright.
Excuse me, we can't hear you back here. It was designed by who?
Sorry, Frank Lloyd Wright. FrankLloydWright.
Got it. Thanks.
You're welcome. Now, the Guggenheim is famous for its great collection of modern art. Some really wonderful abstract paintings are displayed here. For example, if you'll follow me this way, we can see an excellent
2.
So welcome to Florence, Italy, and welcome to the Uffizi Gallery, one of the oldest and most beautiful art galleries in the world. Now, before we begin...
Sorry. Can I ask a question?
Of course.
Thanks. This building, was it built as an art gallery?
No. As you can see, we are actually in a large and wonderful palace, the Palazzo Uffizi. The gallery is just a part of the palace.
How old is it?
Actually, the palace itself is almost 500 years old. It was built for the Medici family. At first, it was a kind of office. Uffizi means offices in Italian. Then, the family stored their art here. Eventually, the Uffizi was opened as an art gallery in 1765. Any other questions?
Yeah. Is this where the Mona Lisa is?
Actually, no. That's in France. But there are paintings here by many other famous Italian artists, like Caravaggio and Botticelli. There are also some great Dutch and German paintings. So, if you'd like to come this way and look at...
3.
Hello, and welcome to the National Palace Museum of Taipei. In a moment, we'll start our tour of the museum. But first, are there any questions?
When did the museum open?
Well, the museum opened in the 1960s and...
But the building is much older, right? It looks like it's hundreds of years old.
Actually, it may look old, but it's not. The building itself was built in 1965, the same year the museum was opened. Any other questions?
Yes. How many items are here?
About 700,000. This museum has one of the largest and best collections of Chinese art in the world. But not all of the items are exhibited at the same time.
So, how many items are on display?
About 15,000. And we change them every 3 months. So, if you come 4 times a year, you can see everything in about 15 years. Now, if you follow me this way, you'll see.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Bilbao, Spain. And of course, welcome to the Guggenheim Museum Bilbao. Many of you have come to Bilbao just to see this extraordinary building. As you probably know, it was designed by the American architect Frank Gehry. It was... Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have a question?
Yes, sorry. Frank Gehry. Didn't he also design the Guggenheim Museum in New York?
I'm glad you asked that. Actually, no. Let me explain. The Guggenheim Museum in New York and the Guggenheim in Bilbao are run by the same organization, the Guggenheim Foundation. But they have different architects. The Guggenheim here in Bilbao was designed by Frank Gehry in the 1990s. The museum in New York was designed by a different man, Frank Lloyd Wright, in the 1940s.
Oh, right. Thanks.
Anyway, as you can see, the Guggenheim Bilbao is a very beautiful building. It was called the greatest building of our time by another well-known architect.
What about these metal curves in front of the building? What are they made of?
Great question. The curves are made of titanium. They were designed with a special computer program. Other parts of the outside of the building are made from glass and limestone, which is a kind of rock.
So, how did this museum change the city of Bilbao?
Well, before the museum was constructed in 1997, Bilbao was a quiet little city. Now millions of visitors are drawn to this city every year. They come to see the museum, like you, but they also enjoy the great food and culture here.
One question. The outside of the museum is beautiful, but what's inside the museum?
Mostly 20th century art is shown here, and works of art from the New York Guggenheim Museum are exhibited here sometimes. Now, if you'll follow me...